Hello food lovers, welcome to another exciting episode of Culinary Creativity. Today we're embarking on a culinary adventure that will test your skills and tantalize your taste buds. Get ready to tackle a giant beef leg. Yes, you heard that right, a massive, mouth-watering beef leg. This is a challenge for any cook, but trust me, the reward is amazing. Imagine the satisfaction of conquering such a formidable piece of meat. Picture a grand feast, the aroma of perfectly roasted meat wafting through the air, and the joy of sharing it with friends and family. That's the experience we're aiming for today. A culinary triumph that brings people together. Don't be scared by the size of this cut. It may look intimidating, but with the right approach, it's completely manageable. We'll break it down into easy steps, making the process simple and enjoyable. I'll be with you all the way, sharing tips and tricks I've learned over the years. From seasoning to cooking techniques, we've got it all covered. So put on your apron, gather your ingredients, and let's get cooking. This is more than just a recipe, it's an adventure. This is gonna be fun. Let's dive into this legendary challenge and create something truly spectacular together. First things first, we need to choose our beef leg. This is a crucial step because the quality of the meat will significantly impact the final dish. When you're at the butcher shop, take your time to inspect the different options available. Don't rush this part. It's worth spending a few extra minutes to ensure you get the best cut. Look for a leg with a good layer of fat. The fat is essential as it will render down during cooking, adding flavor and moisture to the meat. A well-marbled leg will ensure that your roast is succulent and tender. This will keep the meat juicy during roasting. The fat acts as a natural basting agent, keeping the meat moist and preventing it from drying out. As the beef roasts, the fat melts and bastes the meat, creating a delicious, crispy exterior. Ask your butcher for help if you're not sure. They're the experts. Butchers can provide valuable advice on the best cuts and how to prepare them. Don't hesitate to ask questions. They can also help you select a leg that fits your needs and budget. The size of the leg depends on how many people you're feeding. If you're hosting a large gathering, you might need a bigger leg. Conversely, for a smaller family dinner, a smaller cut will suffice. A good rule of thumb is to allow for about 500 grams per person. This ensures everyone gets a generous portion, and you might even have some leftovers for sandwiches or salads the next day. It's always better to have a bit extra. Leftover beef can be used in a variety of dishes, from hearty stews to delicious sandwiches. Plus, having a little more than you need ensures that no one leaves the table hungry. Once you've got your beef leg, give it a good rinse under cold water. This helps to remove any residual blood or bone fragments that might be on the surface, and pat it dry with paper towels. Drying the meat is important because it helps to achieve a nice crispy crust when you roast it. Moisture on the surface can prevent the meat from browning properly. Now for the fun part, seasoning. This is where you can get creative and add your personal touch. I like to keep it simple with a mix of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and dried herbs. Rub the seasoning all over the beef leg, making sure to get into every nook and cranny. Don't be shy with the seasoning. We want the flavor to really penetrate the meat. For an extra flavor punch, try adding some chopped rosemary and thyme under the skin. It'll infuse the meat with a beautiful aroma. Section 4, the big roast time and temperature. Welcome to the ultimate guide on how to achieve the perfect roast beef leg. Today we'll dive deep into the nuances of time and temperature, the two most critical factors in roasting. Roasting a beef leg is all about low and slow cooking. This method ensures that the meat cooks evenly, allowing the flavors to develop fully and the texture to become incredibly tender. This allows the meat to cook evenly and become super tender. The slow cooking process breaks down the connective tissues, making the meat juicy and flavorful. Preheat your oven to 150 degrees Celsius, that's 300 degrees Fahrenheit. This moderate temperature is key to ensuring that the beef leg roasts slowly and evenly. Place the beef leg on a roasting rack in a large roasting pan. The rack elevates the meat, allowing air to circulate underneath, which helps in even cooking and prevents the bottom from becoming soggy. This allows the heat to circulate around the meat and ensures even cooking. Proper air circulation is crucial for achieving that perfect roast. Now, for the cooking time, calculate about 25 to 30 minutes per 500 grams of beef leg. This rule of thumb helps in determining the total roasting time based on the weight of the meat. So, a 2-kilogram beef leg will need around 2 to 2.5 hours of roasting. It's important to monitor the time closely to avoid overcooking or undercooking. Remember to use a meat thermometer to check the internal temperature of the beef leg. This tool is essential for ensuring that the meat is cooked to your desired level of doneness. For medium rare, aim for an internal temperature of 60 degrees Celsius, which is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature ensures that the meat is juicy and tender, with a slight pink center. Once the beef leg reaches the desired internal temperature, let it rest for at least 15 minutes before slicing. Resting allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat, making each slice succulent and flavorful. Serve your perfectly roasted beef leg with your favorite sides and enjoy the fruits of your labor. With the right time and temperature, you can achieve a roast that's both delicious and memorable. Section 5. Chef's Secrets. Tips from my kitchen. Here are a few tips I've learned over the years. To prevent the beef leg from drying out, baste it with its own juices every hour during roasting. If the beef leg starts to brown too quickly, cover it loosely with foil. Once the beef leg is cooked, let it rest for at least 30 minutes before carving. This allows the juices to redistribute, resulting in a more tender and flavorful roast. Trust me, these little tips can make a big difference. Section 6. A feast for the ages, serving and savoring. Once the beef leg has rested, it's time to carve and serve. I like to serve my roast beef leg with roasted vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and parsnips. A Yorkshire pudding is also a must-have. For a delicious gravy, use the pan drippings from the roast. Simply skim off the fat, add some flour and stock, and simmer until thickened. It's the perfect way to bring all the flavors together. And there you have it, a feast fit for a king or queen. Section 7. Cooking, a delicious adventure. Cooking a giant beef leg might seem like a challenge, but it's an adventure worth taking. Remember to have fun, experiment, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn. The most important thing is to enjoy the process and the delicious results. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of cooking a delicious meal for your loved ones. So, go on, give this recipe a try. And remember, cooking is all about bringing people together and creating memories that last a lifetime. Happy cooking?